Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Catherine, and today I'm making a Renaissance dress. If you haven't already, give this video a like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you. The first thing I started with was the underdress. I was going to make this, I made this out of muslin, and oh boy, did it take some time. But I loved how it turned out. It really helped fill out the dress. Here I am modeling my underdress. I decided to keep it sleeveless so that I could wear it underneath my costume as a slip. These are the two colors that I chose for my dress. The um, Irish Kelly green for the outside and the lime green for the inside. I wanted to stay warm. That was the point of the overcoat. So my overcoat has the inside layer and the outside layer, and they're both made out of the broadcloth. Um, Here I'm putting I'm sewing the seams together for the outside overcoat, and then I'm going to sew um, the lining together. Then I will sew it all together. Okay, this is a finished version of the inside and the outside sewn together. I guess I got it out of order, but you can see how it blends and it complements each other. I still have a lot more sewing to do on this. This actually was a pretty easy costume to make, since the inside and the outside layers were both the same. It, and I just, I'm sewing them into pieces that they needed to be. A straight stitch, and then I folded it over, and then I sewed it again so that the seams wouldn't come apart, and then put it all back together and sewed it inside out and then flipped it. Don't you just hate when this happens to you? You're sewing your project, and oh, then you run out of bobbin thread. So I could not find the little thread for the bobbin, and this took me some time here. And this is how I'm replacing it. Uh, I had bought bobbin already filled up, and thinking, okay, this is going to save me some time, but I really didn't like the quality of the thread that was prepackaged on my bobbin. I'm usually spin my own, but when you're in a jam, um, you're trying to take shortcuts. Uh, this is what could happen. Okay, so I have the outside layer and the inside layer sewn together. I have not attached the straps yet. That's going to be the last thing. And so here I'm laying out the Kelly green outer coat and the lime green lining. It took me some time to get which way I had to put it, but all in all, the pieces were exactly the same size and they lined up perfectly with the seams, and I was really happy with the outcome. Now that I've got it all pinned, it's up to the sewing machine. I found the exact color thread I needed over at Hobby Lobby. Of course, they had a sale. And I'm all about sales and the good prices where I can go and find them. And I picked up extra the lime green and the Irish Kelly green. And so it blended really good in with my project today. Behind me, you can see my daughter's um, jellyfish princess Lolita outfit. Remember, it's an outfit, not a costume. And she was a smash at the Renaissance Festival. Uh, Even the mayor of Holly Grove the mayor's wife, came up and spoke with her um, personally. She was just thrilled. My daughter was tickled pink, and what a wonderful day. And it's time for the try on. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, I have used this pattern. It is for a captain's coat, and I had to extend the layers, not the layers, but the length of it to be a floor length because I loved how this jacket looked in the front, and I think it was perfect for what I was going for. In the back, it was a little too poofy on the shoulders, and so I had to fix that and underneath the arms. It just didn't fit right, but it was just perfect. I liked how it turned out in the end. Now I'm deciding where I'm going to put the fabric. Um, I can't. Oh, I have a brain fart. Oh no. Um, I'm going to lace it up in the front. So I had to make these binding out of the fabric that I had and place that on the coat in the front. I think I did four of them, four on each side. For those of you that are interested in what pattern that was the Butterwick 6114. And it was perfect to make this coat, but you're going to have to make a few modifications. Like, where do you want the straps at? Do you want it that full all the way to your shoulder point? Or do you want to make it into a captain's coat? Do you want a short one? Do you want a long one? So all I did was I measured my height and made that length, extra length from what the original pattern was. And it worked out perfectly. I decided my coat needed some trim. It needed gold trim. And Hobby Lobby just happened to have these on clearance. And so I had hopped over there and bought that maybe 6 months previous because I said, well, I'm going to use that one day. I'm going to need it for something. And it was the perfect um, braid to put around my coat. So here I'm back to the sewing machine and I'm sewing on those finishing touches. I had to get those loops of the bias that I made out of the green broadcloth just right, lined them up on each side, pinned them in place, and then I sewed them. I sewed them really good. I sewed them strong, and let's see how it turned out. And here it comes. And ooh la la, do I just love it. It looks so good. It forms my shape just perfectly. And here is the recap. This is the underdress I made out of muslin. I hand sewed it at first and pieced it together. Triangles, rectangles, and the ruffles on the bottom. But then I reinforced it with a sewing machine. It turned out better than I expected. It feels so good against your skin. I want to make my own nightgown out of this, but it's a little too thin for my liking. But what do you think? Now, this is the before, and soon we are going to have the after. Of course, there's always an after. I really enjoyed making this Irish Renaissance dress. I thought, "Ooh, I'm gonna be the hit of the ball," not knowing that nearly 30% of the women that went were wearing the same kind of dress. Mine was still a little bit unique because it was made by me. And I felt great. I felt great. I needed a few more things for it, like I needed a big leather belt, a little satchel on the side, maybe some more, my little cup hanging, uh, maybe flowers in my hair. There was some things that were missing from my costume. That's okay. The majority was to have fun, and I was trying to inspire my daughter in her own dressmaking abilities, and she was fabulous. She designed her jellyfish Princess Lolita outfit, and I helped her make it, and together she, it was beautiful. And that was more or less for her day and her debut. and it, and I had fun. We all had fun. I'm just looking at those final adjustments before the reveal, and um, and like I said, that coat, you're going to have to fix it to fit you right. Your measurements on your shoulder, your armhole. It's going to need a little tweaking. You might have to pleat it at the top. I pleated it at the top so that uh, it would fit better on my shoulders, and I had to redo something around the armholes. Uh, but um, all in all, it was a really good fit. It was just minor little tweaks here and there. Thanks for stopping by and watching my video, and you're helping me by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and sharing. I greatly appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a comment below on something you'd like to see me make. I'm open to suggestions, and thanks again. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far in my video, you are the best. Thank you.